Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yay.
Happy
Thanks for
summer.
being here with us today. We
It's
just
the
heard
girl
from
gang.
Mark. Mark's too busy. He got hooked up with something busy, and so he's not going to make it. But we got our Joan back, and we got Terry back from her tooth escapades. And actually, we're lucky because Thayer is here this week, and you can come, every other week? Is that what you said?
My class, I just found out, it's once a month.
Oh,
It's
okay.
one
So it's
Thursday
just
a
once
month.
a month you can't come.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. Yeah. So
which is-
you'll have to tell us a little bit about that class that you're taking, and I think that they'd be interested to know. Let me just wait a few seconds here. I saw your post, Gypsy JJ, about going to see the duo, the REO and Loverboy, Mike Reno, and Styx. I know. I would love to go see them. I just don't want to be anywhere where there's a bunch of COVID, because even the president has COVID today. I don't care for that anyway.
No.
Yeah, but thanks everybody for being here. Craig and Kiva and Gypsy, of course. Deb H, Jay Covington. Yep. And Juno. Hi, Juno.
Hey, Juno.
Yeah, Craig and Chris Martin. Yes, I got yours, Chris. All right. Who else is here? Connie B. Yay, Connie B. I hope your friend is doing better, Connie B. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, everybody. Jackie Messenger. Nice to see you all. Hey, Kelly. Good to see you too.
Hi, Kelly.
Yay. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We always love having you. Some of my stuff, I didn't know what was going on today, and I was glad to see that the January 6th committee is not meeting until 5 o'clock my time. So that was good. But I've had to cancel because my internet has been wacky because of the sunspots. Have you had that, Terry? Have you had any of that?
No? I have not, but I haven't been doing anything. It could have been, and I could have been not seeing.
Sure.
Half the internet is out in Santa Fe. Comcast or Infinity shut down last night for quite a long time.
Okay. Wow.
So, yeah, weird stuff's happening.
Yeah, so that happened, and then I had people canceling because they can't, like, coming later and all. That's fine. I mean, it happens. This is what happens. But it's been a weird group of energy going in and out. And yes. Oh, good, Connie. I'm glad your friend was discharged. Good girl. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hi, Karen Robinson. Yeah. So everybody's been dealing with it. Well, between that, I was telling Joan and the heat that some of you have been having, all across the country. I know that, boy, it's just horrible in the Midwest. I believe it's really bad.
Texas is bad. It's been 102 in Albuquerque.
My Lord, that's
95
that's
up
crazy.
here.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So it's really hard.
Yeah. I'm hoping Texas. Fingers crossed, because they have that grid issue or lack of grid. And so and it's always hot there. Hello, Epiphany from Facebook. It's nice to see you. Terry Soma, glad you're here. Yeah. So, oh boy, 100 degrees in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh. We've had some sunshine. It's been okay, but you got air conditioning, you're okay. All right. So what's been going on with you, Terry?
Well, I am getting over my dental surgery and the things going on.
Good.
Tomorrow. So today's my first day back in about 2 weeks as well.
Okay.
And tomorrow I'm going to be live with Terry Lee on Terry Lee's channel and Jean.
Good. Jean.
And then I'm open to more things.
All right. More things. Then we'll try to find things for you to be open to.
I am going to do if anyone lives around here, I'm going to do the Bellevue, Washington show in August, the MeWe Fair there.
Oh, no.
When is that going to be? Is that mid-August or late August?
I think it's late August. I want to
Oh,
say
okay.
27th and 28th
Okay.
or something like that. I'm probably choosing the wrong days, but
No, that's all right. Because I leave to go to New Hampshire on the 22nd, so I would have gone other. I'm going to a psychic fair in Bellingham on Sunday, though.
oh, nice.
Yeah, up at the Karma Card store. It's very nice up there. She's really great. So yeah. Well, good, Terry. Well, I'm bring you all kinds of good juju to get more shows and readings and everything. Yeah. And tell us. Oh, Wiki wants to know where in Bellevue it's going to be.
It's going to be very close to Lake Sammamish, so on the south side of Bellingham. I didn't realize it would be
You mean
kind of,
Bellevue? Yeah, Bellevue.
so Bellevue, sorry.
I know.
Bellevue.
Yeah,
So
that's all right.
outside of
No, that's
Bellevue,
all right.
near
It's
Lake
probably
Sammamish.
off 90 then somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay.
You have to do I-90. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just put it into Google, good old Google, and I'm sure you'll find it. But
Yeah.
let's see. Hello, Melinda and Tracy Ralph. I'm glad you're here as well. Thayer, tell us a little bit about the classes you're taking.
Well, it's a Tony Stockwell class, and he's very well known in the mediumship psychic world. He's from England. He's very kind. He's
That's
a very
good.
kind, funny, really good guy. And I've been taking a lot of workshops from him. And this class is a year-long class, and it's about 3.5 hours long, and it gives us time to practice. But the first class, he talked about the importance of kindness and the importance of love.
Yes.
And kindness and love among the mediums, and that it not be competitive.
Right.
That so we talked a lot about that, and we're talking a lot about the responsibility of it. That people have their hearts open, and cool thing he talked about was sort of like bubbles of energy around you, and creating a bubble of energy between you and the reader, and bringing in evidence is important, but it's not all of mediumship.
Right.
A message, or the overall message or vibration of it. So a lot of it is like that.
Good.
He introduces, for me, a different way of thinking and a different way. I mean, it takes practice to integrate it. It's it was going to be a very small class, and then it got very big because a lot of people wanted to come in. Medium Kim is there.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So that's nice. And,
that tells me that there's always more to learn, because she does very, very, she's very well, and she teaches classes. But the fact that she goes to his class, that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Makes me very happy.
Yeah. No, and he's like a medium's medium. He lives in England. He's has 2 boys and horses, and he's not. I've had other teachers from England which shame you. They sort of the English. This is correct. Yeah. This is not correct, and you're definitely doing this wrong. And I don't like. To me, that just has
turn off.
Bad. It shuts me down.
Sure.
He's very. He's very positive. Works on the love and the openness, and so it's nice to be with fellow hang out with fellow travelers.
Sure, of course.
So
nothing better than that. Nothing better than that.
Yeah, I'm honored to be included in the class.
That's fabulous. And what you said about kindness and no competition, I love that. That's the way this is. I don't ever see that. I don't ever see that anybody thinks they're better than anybody else, and so that is an important thing, and a lot of people can't get around that, so that's awesome. Thank you for the reminder.
He talked about the person and the energy of the spirit and the difference. I mean, I was very happy to hear that, and very happy to have him reinforce that.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah.
'cause, uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It is. It's good.
Yeah.
That's good there. Thank
And
you.
that's who Tony is. He's a funny guy with a big heart, and he's very good.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
Joan, have you got some things coming up? You're sort of dipping your toes back in.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have not been around for the past month or more, and so this is my debut again. Well, I guess
again.
My re-debut or whatever.
Part 2. Yes.
So yes, part 2. So we'll see what happens. But yes, I feel like I have kind of turned the corner and turned the page. I spent the last week with some family out in Montana on Flathead Lake, and it was just wonderful. And now it's, the first month's over, and I'm looking forward again. And I'm really looking forward to getting back into this. And
that's good, Joan.
So I've got my first reading is booked on Saturday. So I'm doing Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I'm open for readings again. I'd had that blocked off for a long time. And as far as classes, I got contacted for something very odd to this community. It's an in-person class. One of my early teachers got in touch with me, and she said, well, Spirit wanted me to get together some people, and you're one of them. So I think it's not till next month, but I'm looking really forward to that because a lot's happened since I used to study with her. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. And it's funny, Terry and Jean, of course, you're going to a class, but they went to those, the public readings and so much growth and so much information came for both of them. And with all those other people in the room in your class, you should really be on spiritual cloud. I would think. Yes. There you go.
Oh, and I have one more story to tell. You know me and birds. So yesterday I drove out to Montana. I got home about 4:00, parked in front, and I went up the steps to my house. And here on the railing for the porch sat this big crow. And it was looking toward the house, not looking out at me. And I thought, well, did somebody just put it there? Because it wasn't moving, and it looked like it was fake. But it was huge. It was just really huge. And I walked in, and it looked up at me and was right there. And I tried to shoo it away, wouldn't move. And I clapped my hands at it, and it just hopped down a few paces. So I kind of think my husband's.
I was thinking that too.
Welcome home. Including about change and transformation. So there you go.
Absolutely. Well, that crow's probably and crows recognize you anyway. Yeah. But the fact that it could possibly be a message, yes.
He was even more into birds than I was.
Even more. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. All right. So I did get some new lights. They twinkle and all that stuff, and had Keith put them up when I was gone. So, so we can be well lit here. But anyway, everybody loves the story, Joan. That's great. So what we're going to do today is, it was recommended that we could get more readings done if we did two people answering a question and not 4. So we'll just divvy that up. But look at Willie wants to answer the question.
Hold on.
But so we're going to go that way. So if you have questions, then put them up. Yeah. All right. So go ahead here, the both of you, Joan and Thayer, on. Do you have a card? Thayer?
Let me get cards.
All right.
No, I'm working without cards.
Without cards.
Yeah. Oh, bless me with a card. Okay. You know what? I'll go get my cards. I'll get them.
Well, I've got cards, and I'm going to pull out the bird ones.
Oh yeah, I was thinking the feather ones. Yeah.
The feathers.
Okay.
So this is for Kiva. Let's see what we can get for you, my dear.
Okay.
Ooh, it's the vulture. Accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. So they look a little daunting, but it's kind of like when I saw that big crow yesterday. It's like,
oh yeah. Yeah.
But it's all about the circle of life and letting go of the past and starting that new direction. And maybe just Okay. What's the message here, Spirit, for Kiva? Just relax. Relax and go with the flow. It's all part of the plan. If you've watched vultures, they soar as high as eagles, but they're not as steady. You know, an eagle is like a big airplane or something, but vultures, they readjust a lot in air, and that's how you can tell them. If it's just a big black line, if it's just steady, a big one, it's probably an osprey or an eagle. But if they kind of go, that's a vulture. So vultures are a little bit more go with the flow, let things go, but be okay with tweaking, minor adjustments, things like that, to be sensitive to your surroundings and adapt to them. I hope that helps.
And I got the 7 of Wands. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
And I think with the vulture, I think it's to self-believe, stand up for yourself, whatever you're going through right now, and the passage that you're being in. Be firm, have belief in yourself, and don't be pushed around. No need to be aggressive, but there's going to be a lot of other energies coming your way to say to change. Be yourself.
There you go.
Stick to your beliefs, and believe in what you're thinking about. That's the message I'm getting.
Okay.
When I saw that card, what came to me was, nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yeah.
Let's do a little dance with the That's awesome. Thanks, ladies. All right. So just so everybody knows, I have Chris, Martin, Connie, Craig, Tammy, Marlene, Pierrette, Jackie, Epiphany, Deb, Wiki, and Mary Ellen. All right. So if there's anybody missing that I haven't said, or I missed you somewhere, just let me know. All right, Deb, I got you then. Yep. All right. So Terry, it's you and me on Chris. Okay. She would like a message from Spirit today.
Okay. So, Chris, Spirit is showing me some sort of building project, and there's like these cement buttresses being made to buttress you up, to support your growth. So what I'm getting from this message is that there's some sort of foundational growth happening for you. And it is not always going to be pleasant, but I'm also seeing it in the sun, and that, you know, that it's kind of like a happy thing. Something's being built, some sort of growth is happening for you right now. And they want you to go with it, to allow them to support you in this growth.
Awesome. Wow. So I pulled Archangel Phanuel, a new beginning. I get here, a new beginning, hope and optimism. So that could be the growth you're seeing, Terry. I get here a healing heart. So accepting what's going on and healing your heart with the golden color. Look at that. And eventually, or maybe right now, a connection coming in, partnership, contracts. So if there's something new coming along, I'm not sure if it's something new that's like a business or a collaboration that you're doing. But it does look like definitely something new coming in, and it looks very positive, especially with this beautiful heart, honestly. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Thank you. All right. This is for the Joan and Thayer.
Wow, Connie B.
Yeah. Let's see what that was. Okay, let's see what this is.
I'm hearing re-entry, that you were re-entering your body, and the re-entry was a little rough. That's what I'm hearing. Many times your soul will pop out, go for a little vacation, a little trip while you're dreaming, and I get that, where I'll boom, like all of a sudden you're kind of jolted awake, and I will hallucinate and see things and people in my bedroom. And I'm hearing that that's something that happened to you, and you can. I just think it was a rough landing.
Okay.
But congratulations on your trip.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I'm just wondering and asking why it was a board. And I'm thinking it's like a board, a piece of lumber, not a board like a board game board. And I think what I'm getting is that you're putting the pieces together. You're constructing this way of being in the world, and that was just a reference to it. That yes, you were outside of your body and maybe had trouble getting back in, or it was too quick, or something like that. But it's like, okay, now I'm seeing they're taking the board that was spinning around and making stair steps. So this is part of your process. And just take it one step at a time, and it'll, I can see where I'd be shaking too if didn't really know what that was. But yeah, this is part of the process, and just try to take a deep breath and don't let it shake you.
And I would suggest writing this question before you go to sleep, and ask for your answer to be gentle and easy.
There's a good idea.
Yeah. But all I can say, Connie, is I've had very similar experiences. I've actually gotten out of bed because I've seen somebody standing on my porch, or I see something in my rafters, and I know it's there, and I turn the light on, and the whole reality changes. So hang in there. It was a surfboard. Have fun.
I just want to say that the word board has so many meanings. Yeah. Welcome aboard. Are you bored of something? I like the lumber reference. And the only reason I'm bringing that up is that sometimes our dreams are put in metaphors or analogies. So just keep that in mind. Whatever that word is might mean something that isn't like that. Isn't a board on the ground. Yeah.
And Connie said, I was sore for a couple of days after that. Rough landing. You better believe it. Wow.
It's a good thing you weren't paddled with that board, Connie.
Yeah. But I think Joan is right. There's growth here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's definitely big growth.
Yeah. There's big growth. Yeah. That's great. Thanks, Connie. All right. So Craig saw a black shadow in his house, made him angry and sick. What was that? Yeah, I think it was, well, I don't know. I don't like to think about things like demons and dark entities. I don't like to think about that. I suppose there could be what I would call mischief makers, people that come in and they don't have your interest at heart, only their interest at heart. I'm wondering if It could have been someone that had been living there before, didn't like that you're there, and you had to make it go away. You said it made you angry and sick, but it didn't scare you. But there must have been something that made you ill with this particular. I'll let Terry do her investigating here.
Well, now this is really different for me, or what I'm seeing. I feel like they're showing me that this was a soul that you interacted with in a different life, in a life, I don't want to say before, because I think they probably all happened at the same time, but it's somebody you had strife with, somebody who in that lifetime was put there to activate you a little bit, to cause you irritation, to poke you along on your journey, which is uncomfortable. And they were just coming in to check on you, but they were not somebody you liked. And of course they poked you and they made you uncomfortable. I am not seeing anything bad around this, like that they had ill intention or anything like that. I think that there's some recognition there that they
what is going on?
They annoyed you.
I'm sorry.
So
they're messing up my show is what they're doing.
Anyway, Craig, that's what I'm getting. That was nothing of ill intent, but this was somebody from a past life that was peeking in on you, checking in on you, and your spirit recognized, oh my God, that was my
whatever
boss or whoever that annoyed me to no end, and it was also scary to see that. So
I think you're right. It's resurrection.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a past life, but Tracy Ralph had a good point. She's in the chat, and she said nothing that a good smudge wouldn't take care of. So make sure that if you're seeing such things, first of all, you have the permission. You tell them to leave. You're not going to. You don't want them there. They're not making you feel comfortable. And then maybe do some smudging and get rid of that energy. If it makes you feel angry and sick because maybe you had some kind of a problem with this person. Chris Martin says, did you feel challenged? Oh, okay. Her ex-boyfriend who was jealous. Oh, okay. This woman is really really taunting you. Yeah. It
That's
could
that
be
woman who has put hexes on it or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That came to mind for me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of in between. The in between.
Yeah. But there is a past life association, I believe, between you and him or you and her, and that's where this is all coming in. So yeah. Wow.
Well, just remember, like everybody said, you can tell it to go away, just like you did. I mean, smudging now, that's a little late since it was 2009, but
I know that's been a while, so I think you're all right. But Deb, you're right. There are a trigger soul. That makes sense because there are people that trigger us in real life that when we were in their presence that bother us. So yeah, it's very possible. Yeah. Hi, Wayne Rich. Hi, Viviani. Nice to see you. All right, ladies, Tammy Jackson, hubby got up this morning hearing someone say, hey, who was that?
All right.
It was Craig Dixon. No, I'm kidding.
I'm getting that it was go ahead there. Go right ahead.
Asking what the husband's name was.
Oh, okay. Tammy, tell us what your husband's first name is, please.
Excuse me, Joan.
Well, I was just getting it was a male energy, either your husband's father or uncle or grandfather or something like that, just visiting from the other side, if those people are over there, and just trying to get his attention, and not a scary thing, just hello, kind of like that, just a shout out.
Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, okay. Spirit, who was this to Sean? Grandfather,
I just got grandfather. Yeah, I got grandfather right away. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's trying to.
And you know what? If you go back and talk to your husband and you say, well, that doesn't sound like my grandfather. When I first heard my dad decades ago after he died, because the only person I let call me Joni, which I really don't like, was my dad. And in the middle of the night, I heard Joni, and I thought,
it's got to be Dad.
Only it has to be Dad, but it didn't sound anything like him because he doesn't have his resonator, his body anymore. So if it doesn't sound like him, that's
right.
You know, they don't have the amp anymore.
Right. Wow.
And I'm getting, he wants her husband to pay attention. He needs to be alert and pay attention about something, like kind of like, hey, wake up, or snap out of it. You know, not, you know, just sort of to just pay a little bit more attention to what's going on. Let me see. With I'm getting a car or a truck, something to do with transportation. Maybe he should check his trucks and just pay attention to where he's going and what he's doing. Double look at lights. Just be extra cautious, extra careful, not to walk through life like a zombie. That a little extra alertness will be extremely beneficial. And that's why hey, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. So wake up. Yeah.
Wake up.
Yeah, like that. So it was kind of like, you know, when people come to New Mexico, Santa Fe, I say, a red light is a green light, a yellow light is a green light. I mean, yeah, and you know, that really the drivers, you double check all the time. Sort of.
When you were talking, I saw an older pickup truck that was black, and then I saw like the red and white wires of an electrical system. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
For what it's worth.
Yeah. So I would check if you're going on a trip or whatever. Double check everything and look twice before you pull out of the hardware store parking lot.
Okay. Or if you're hauling something, if you're like towing something, the electrical wires that I saw would like double check, go behind to make sure the blinkers work behind.
And the lights work. Yeah. Man, Joan, I think we're on the same wavelength.
I think it's because we're up and down. And it's like, ooh,
that's awesome, ladies.
Yeah. Good luck, Tammy.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Tammy.
We have a truck. He travels on Friday. Okay. All right.
All right. So we've got Marlene, and she wonders what her guides have to say today. So let's take a look.
Yeah, Tammy, I would make sure he brought extra water with him, and you know, took precautions.
Well, Marlene, I pulled a card, Archangel card for you today. It's from the Angel of Mental Force and Calmness that battles depression, that offers serenity, and it says tech support. I find that interesting. It reveals lies, and it stops overthinking and brings you clarity. And it says if you have any gaps between mind and emotions, call on this Angel of Mental Force. Her name is Yalil, and she's beautiful.
Oh, she is beautiful.
Yeah. She also resonates with Pearl and January. Okay.
Well, that absolutely helps my vision get a little clarity to it. So
good.
I
Okay.
was immediately taken to a place I've been before, which is like this round like bricked patio with a fire pit in the middle. And I see you there, and it's like the angels have put this very comforting blanket around you. Just you're being like enshrouded in this blanket and being like, they have like their arm around you, just standing by the fire, and you're just looking into the fire, and they're taking care of you. And I believe that they just want you to do things that would bring comfort and care to you today, but not just today, for at least a week. That there's they want you're going to need some comfort and care. Take some time. Just don't do anything really rash or
I knew you were going to say rash. I love
super
it.
hard, or just take care of yourself today. It's completely okay.
Absolutely.
They have your back. They're taking care of you too.
And lots of love from us too, Marlene.
Yeah.
All right. Pierrette has the next question. She's dreaming of her friend Leonie or Leone. Does she have a message?
And I'm assuming Leone is on the other side, or maybe not.
Pierrette, tell us that if you wouldn't mind. Yeah.
I'm getting the color purple, the lavender, that she's enjoying gardens, that she's in gardens, and she's enjoying the gardens. And let's see. Slow down. Enjoy the summer. Enjoy nature and the flowers and the rhythm of the natural world.
She is on the other side.
Okay. So I think she is bringing you the lavender, is bringing you this purple, beautiful flower to smell and sort of lose yourself in. So it's a gift and a reminder to enjoy life every day. I know that sounds a little cliche, but I'm getting an image of her with some flowers for you. That's what I'm getting.
Okay.
I was getting real minimal stuff at first. At first, I was just seeing like her mouth, and it was kind of thin-lipped and not smiling, just kind of a neutral expression. And the message seemed to be just be calm, and then kind of calm and accepting of the way things are. And then I saw her smile, and it was this gorgeous, gorgeous smile. And then I saw her face. She had a beautiful nose. And I asked what else the message was. And then I didn't see things. I was feeling things right away. My heart chakra really, really lit up. And then the third eye chakra. So I think she is saying, her love for you is there. And also encouraging you to envision what you want. And, when you bring these two together, when you envision what you want and put love behind it, you can make anything happen. And she's going to be there with you to help with those kind of manifestations. But right away, it just started out as being really calm and serene, and then kind of a wry smile, and then just lots of love. So I hope that means something to you, Pierrette.
So you've been away for a while and don't know that she has her own channel now. Pierrette does. And so, I'm thinking that, she loves what you're doing. That's just, it came to me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Maybe that's what the flowers were for. Congratulations.
Maybe.
And that you envisioned it and made it happen.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Thank you, Pierrette. Thank you for your question. I'm going to go down to the next question, but I just want to mention Jackie Messenger asks us for prayers for her grandson, Oliver. He was born early and he's having some health issues.
Okay.
So I want you to know that all of us are sending Oliver lots of love and as well to his parents and you, of course, as his grandmother, grandfather, and blessings for healing and best results for him.
And he's going to make it through. I feel
There
like
you go. Good. That's good. Thanks, Jackie. All right, Terry, we got Epiphany Noel wondering if we have any guidance from her guides, or I'm sorry, from the angels.
From the angels, yeah. Okay.
All right, let's see my angel cards here. Last night I was up doing stuff late and I was listening to YouTube and I was listening to a show called The Ghost in My Child. And if you get a chance to see that, it's fabulous. It's about little children remembering their past lives. And
I've seen that. It's amazing.
It's awesome. It
amazing.
is.
Really good. Yeah.
Well, Epiphany, right away on my stage, I see 4 angels. And the angels are just enveloped in this aqua color. Just they make me think of mermaids almost.
Wow.
They're in this sparkly aquas and purples. Let me ask if there's a message. They want you to know that they're always with you. They want you to go with the flow. And they're showing me a rainbow, like a little rainbow, a really bright spectrum rainbow. By the rainbow. And then they're showing me cowboy boots. Go with the flow, a rainbow, cowboy boots.
Okay.
Okay. I hope that makes sense to you.
Is it the rhinestone cowboy?
All right. All we need is a sunset, man. We're cool.
I don't know, but it's
very cool. Yeah.
They're very insistent on this, but they're not really explaining it very much.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's new information coming to you and you have to go with the flow and
yeah, maybe.
Okay. That
so
might be a little surprising.
Yeah. So I pulled an angel card. You got the divine angel of grace and truth. First I saw this, I thought it was Elvis, honestly. I don't know why. It's just it was like what Elvis would wear, But he is hard focused grace and growth. He gives you the light of truth and honesty and trustworthiness. He's with you to just bring you up, bring your vibrations up and have you know that you are full of grace, full of love, and full of truth. Wow. That's pretty powerful. And if it is Elvis, you got him on your side too. So thank you so much, Epiphany. All right, we got Deb H., Purple Elephant, would love a message from her guides.
I mean, I'm just going to say this off the cuff because I listened to Purple Elephant's video about not remembering things and sort of having sometimes a disconnect. And when I was watching that video, I heard you will remember things with your heart, that you don't need to have it be in the mind, but the more you open up your heart, the more you're going to remember who you are, and the things that you need to say will come through your heart. That doesn't mean you're going to have success at the grocery store, but and to trust yourself. And all I see is the opening and trusting of your heart, that you are definitely connected to a loving stream of energy. And they want you to be more in the feel and less in the think.
I love that.
This, when I tuned in, what I saw was someone kind of bowing down to you. And the feeling I got was that they're kind of saying, good work, great job. You're just really doing what you came down here to do.
Right.
And this figure that I saw, I don't think it was Native American. It was a woman, dark hair, darker skin. It's some, maybe not what we think of as Native American, but some sort of ethnic person, or referencing that. And then she stood up and had a big feather in her hand. And I think it was a pheasant feather. And of course, here I am shuffling through my cards. And the pheasant says, the time is ripe for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. Spirit, is there anything else about this? Creation and connection. And you're doing that with your YouTube channel. You're also making reference that pheasants aren't native to North America. They were brought in. So it's okay to bring in, whether it's for your personal ethos, to bring in new ideas. And then just like on your, I don't know, I haven't been watching for the last month or two, but to collaborate with people who think a little differently than you do, or to, who do the woo-woo a little bit differently than
Yeah.
and that we can both personally integrate different metaphysical practices and learn from each other, even if you don't take them on yourself. If you bring somebody into interview who approaches things a little differently, everybody benefits from the big the big picture.
Very good.
Great.
Very good. Yes, if you don't know, Deb has her own channel. She's fabulous. She tells great stories that are true, actually.
Yeah.
And also, works really hard to bring lust. And that made a lot of sense. Joan, it makes sense. And Thayer, thank you.
Great.
Very good. Yeah. All right, Terry, is there a message from my grandma June? And I just love this avatar. But
I know.
All right. So the first card I pulled is inner strength. She sees your inner strength and she says, wow, I can see the work that you're doing and how you're working it. And I feel as though your strength, you have a lot of strength with that. She says to take signs from nature. If there's anything in nature that you see and you can learn from it, it's very important. It's part of the ascension process. And work on healing any old wounds. One of the other things that's in the ascension process is also working with shadow, to getting rid of all that shadow work. So healing old wounds would help you do that if you can. Grandma says that would help you ascend as well.
Sorry, this is taking a minute.
Yeah, take your time.
So again, this was interesting. I saw like a rainbow as well across my stage, not the small one that I saw with Epiphany, but like a much larger one. And in this case, it feels like what Grandma June is trying to say with this rainbow is, oh, try every flavor. Try every flavor. Don't limit yourself by old beliefs or old things. Remember that we all grow and change, and don't limit yourself. And I get the feeling she's not just talking about food here, that she's saying some of these spiritual things or the woo woo, as Joan has said, some of that may rub you the wrong way a little bit, or you have old ideas about it. And she's saying, try every flavor of the rainbow. Try it all. Try it all. Don't limit yourself.
Yeah. Awesome. It's like, what is it? Baskin Robbins has what? 50? They used to have like 56 flavors or something like that.
31.
37 or 30.
Oh, whatever it is. Yeah. And, you know, we tend to want to buy the same one over and over again, but sometimes it's great to try something new. Go ahead, Joan.
I just wanted to say about your icon there. A neighbor or somebody that lives a little bit further or down the road, they have 2 lions out in front of their house on kind of pediments by the sidewalk, and they had them dressed up like the handmaidens.
I love it. I love it.
When I drove by that, I love it because I love my neighborhood.
Oh, that's wonderful. Because just today, all but 8 Republicans voted against contraception. Oh my God. I know.
So what do you mean by that? What did they vote?
They had a bill that said contraception should be available for women, and these Republicans voted against that bill. Wow. They didn't want us women to have. So it's disempowering women, and I don't know why anybody would stand for that. Why would women stand for that? You know, doesn't make any sense.
Is this the House or the Senate?
This was the House. It hasn't gone to the Senate yet, but. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of those yo-yos would do the same thing. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just crazy. Just like yesterday, they voted on the same-sex marriage, or they're going to vote on the same-sex marriage thing. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. Mary Ellen Jenkinson would like a card.
Okay.
All right.
I was reading. Thank you, Tammy, for the comment about the flowers. Okay, Mary Ellen. All right. I'm going to do something that isn't.
This is a funny card.
Ooh.
And I have to trust the card that came out. And the way I'm reading this is you have more than you think you do. That it's probably a good time to do a gratitude list and take account of what you have, because I'm getting that you're not out in the cold. Many times I have old tapes playing, I'm out in the cold. No one likes me. Everybody hates me. I'm going to go eat worms.
Right.
And we all have that. So I'm getting gratitude lists, hug your children or your spouse or your loved ones and really wrap your arms around them and tell them how much you love them, that it will be beneficial for you and beneficial for them. And poverty is perception, and also it's stress and reality as well. I've been poor myself too. So, so good luck with that. I wish you were around so you could give me a hug.
Great. That sounds great. This is from the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. It's productivity. It's kind of hard to see,
It's
But
beautiful.
it's a woman out in a field with her daughter, and there's beautiful trees overhead, and it's like right now. It's the prime season, ripeness, fruitfulness, abundance, everything like is all the seeds that you're planting are bearing fruit now. And so it's not just productivity, like let's go through the list and get things done. It's like everything that you've done up until this point, it's at a point where it's producing, it's bearing fruit. So just kind of maybe a gratitude list and those things, and maybe do some affirmations of like about that, about how everything is always working out for me now, and
Mhm.
and that you are realizing the fruits of your labors, and not just your labors but your past experience, maybe difficult times and good times. All of those roots are coming together to bear fruit now.
Wonderful. Good reading, Mary Ellen. Yeah. Thanks, ladies.
Mhm.
All right, we still have 8 questions left to go. We're almost at an hour, so I'm just letting everybody know. I have Deb, Carolyn, Beta, Karen, Tauna, Annette, Wildflower, Carolyn. Oh, I got 2 Carolyns? Oh, prayer requests. Just a prayer request on this one, please, for Steve's daughter, Amanda. She's waiting to learn if she has MS. She has 2 kids. Absolutely, Carolyn. Absolutely. Lots of love and healing to Steve's daughter. Okay. Deb B. Kane would like a card. It's nice to see you, Deb. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Junosphere, for putting our channels on there, the links.
No.
Wow. Okay. So, Deb, I am using the Priestesses of Light deck, and this is the card I pulled is Divine Mother. You can see this beautiful, beautiful picture. It says nurturing, compassion, grace. And I'm just going to read a little bit. I won't read the whole thing, but I'll read anything that pops out at me. So the eternal Mother of Grace brings you the energy of care and compassion to your life. Whatever gender we identify as, there is a Divine Mother in each of us. It feeds us, nurtures us throughout our lives. Throughout our life, it lives in our choices and our tenderness and our loving energy. And basically, it's going on to say, this card is basically, it's time to become your own loving mother. So take care of yourself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we all need to do that. We're all going through such stress at this point in our everyday lives. I picked up Anil, who is the star angel of love and beauty. She's serene, reassuring, creative, reflective, and has psychic ability. And she goes, the moonstone, also the moonstone is evident. Look at the beautiful blue. So you have her on your side. Absolutely. She resonates with Moonstone Friday and developing romance. And that might even be with yourself, loving yourself. Don't ever, if you're in a romance already and you're not looking for love, then remember that we are the most important person to love. And that could be you. So thanks, Deb. Appreciate it. All right, ladies. Carolyn, on a recent trip to Connecticut, was walking and saw her mama bear and her cubs. Was that bear sent by the mom?
When I first read this in the beginning of the chat, I automatically got, Carolyn, that your vibration has changed and that your awareness has changed. And the fact that you could exist on the same vibrational awareness as a bear and the cubs and have it be so easy is actually a compliment or a reflection of where you're at right now. Your mom could have very well sent it, but I really feel like this is you, that you did this yourself. It's a gift that you've given yourself because you've shifted to a non-aggressive, universal type of energy, and what a treat.
Yeah.
What a bears. I want to be reincarnated as a bear. I love them. You can eat all summer and sleep all winter. Come on.
And you can be fat and no one would care.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. More Oreos. So bears are very powerful, and all the messages from that encounter should be reflected on you and your evolution. I mean, should be, but that's my impression. I got that right away.
Okay.
Yeah, and even before you started giving that reading there, which I think is beautiful, the first thing I got was tapping in, and I thought, tapping in, what do you mean? And it's like tapping into the universal energy.
Yeah.
That you're existing in that same place, and that's really beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's telling
Good
you.
work.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
That's special, and I'm sure your mom is applauding in heaven too.
Yep. Yep.
So.
It's like Joan with the crow, and a lot of us, if we think of something like that when those little animals appear, we know they're gifts from heaven. So that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
So.
All right. Beta Trial is wondering, are there changes coming up in my home?
Oh, Carolyn, that's cool. I remember you talking about the deer, and it's cool that your mom had 3 cubs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Beta, I read ahead just a little bit, so I was tapping into your energy, and right away, they showed me a woman standing in the middle of her home, kind of an open concept home a little bit. And she's got a towel tied around her waist, like an apron, and she's got a big bowl, and she's stirring the bowl. And I think it's a cake. It smells very vanilla-y. And I just, what this says to me is you just have a period of just love and tenderness, just a lovely time right now. I don't think there's any challenges coming up. I don't see any building projects. I just see this woman who just is so very zen, stirring her cake, getting ready to put it in the oven. So I just think that you just have this lovely, lovely time of reflection and just a nice time right now. It would be so kind of nostalgic and lovely, and yeah. Vanilla cake.
Vanilla cake? Yeah. Chocolate frosting, I hope. Yep. So I got that there may be a surprise reaction from somebody. I don't know who, but it's almost like somebody going, oh, wow. So I see that. And then I see motion, which means something going on. There is something going on. Mm-hmm. And it comes to an alliance. There'll be an alliance between people there. So it looks like that you will be allied with somebody that has the same vision as you do, or the same interest to fix something or do something with the home as you do. But there has to be some kind of reaction before the motion takes place. And then the alliance will take care to bring it all together for you. That's what I get for you. Yeah.
I see a wedding or a party.
Okay. Oh, great. There's an alliance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cake.
Okay. Yeah.
And cake.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Karen Cruz.
Okay. What was the start figure?
Gerald, this is for you. Except I did it the wrong way.
Right away I'm getting is somebody that lived in the house before. It's an energy that hangs out in the house. That's why both you and your son saw it, because it's related more to the house than to the people in the house. I don't think it's neither positive or negative. You could probably talk to it. You could get somebody to ask the energy to leave, but it depends on how you're feeling about it. I think it likes to follow people around, see what's going on. Doesn't really like to be seen. But I don't know how old your house is. But I think it's somebody who was there before. I'm getting a male, not young male, but not an old, middle-aged male. So I don't know if that's any help. But yes, I'm getting the sneaking, that this energy is sneaking around. So.
Yeah, I was getting the same thing, that it comes with the house. But I think what I was picking up was that it's not there to haunt you or to bother you so much, but the fast movement was in reaction to your energy and your family's energy. And that it was like, I need to get out of here right now, because I think your energy was different. And I think your energy and your son and your family's energy was higher. And maybe, I don't know where you were all located, but it was like, it like as if it liked to hang out in a corner in the hall, but too much of your positive energy was there. And it was like, I have to get out of here and go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes they are frightened by you, right? Is that what that's kind of what you mean. Like they weren't, somebody else is here. Yeah.
Yeah, and just that their energy is higher, and that wasn't comfortable for him. He liked just kind of hanging out in the dank corners.
Sure. I'm going to pull up the next question. Lisa Ann Young, I just want you to know that your sister, if she's on the other side, she passed 3 months ago. I can't really read on her today, but we could probably do that next week if you come back in. But I want you to not worry that she's not okay, because she's fine. She's absolutely fine, and hopefully is wanting to come through for a message. So Lisa Ann, just so you know, there isn't anybody in this panel probably or in this chat that doesn't think that she's doing fine where she is, because it's a beautiful place. So
light a candle for her every night and say her name and send her some love, and that will help.
That will help. Yeah. All right, Terry. Tauna.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Since you led the dream class, I think you have a really good stuff to tell her. I'm going to tap into her energy and see if anything I could know. So
okay, that's fine. So yes, dreams are something that are available to all of us, but a lot of us don't remember them because we don't prepare ourselves to remember them. Some of them are visitations from other people on the other side. If they're talking to you, that's pretty much a visitation. Even if they're not talking to you, it's possible they're still visiting you. What you want to do is you want to have a little bit of water before you go to bed. Leave a pen and a paper by your bedside. And anytime you wake up, you need to write down what it is right away before your foot hits the floor. Because once your foot hits the floor, you're not going to remember anything unless sometimes in the morning, I'm lucky enough to make it to the bathroom, and then I can still remember it and write down some things. Most things that you will find will be in riddles or parables or metaphors or analogies. A lot of times it's, we say, I had this weird dream about this, and it doesn't seem like it makes any sense at all. But look at the symbology in it and see what that means to you, because ultimately it's you that make that deciphering valuable for yourself. Yeah.
So I was immediately taken to, well, I was on my stage, but I just saw the color gold everywhere, the color gold. But then I realized the gold is sand. It was sandy. It was a really not a smooth sand, but it was all sandy. And then I saw this horse, just the head of the horse running through the sand, running through, and the sand was being blown away by the horse. And I'm not very clairaudient, but I heard ask.
Yeah.
They just want you. So before you go to bed, just ask, maybe even out loud. You know, I don't know if you have another person in bed with you, but maybe you could ask them just to plug their ears a second while you ask. Just ask, please allow me to remember my dreams. And then do what Ali said. There's lots of ways to make that either, but basically they want you to ask. A lot of what we want, we just have to ask out loud. We can't just keep thinking inside, oh, I really wish I could remember my dreams, but not actually ask. Saying, I really wish I could, doesn't ask. That's not asking.
Right, right. And yes, and also if you're having difficulty deciphering them or you're not remembering them, ask for clearer messages so that you can understand them if you don't understand them. That's very important. And your spirit guides and your angels, you can always call on them to help you remember as well. It's very important to ask them to come in. They don't just come in because we have free will. So you have to ask for them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And also the feeling of a dream, like the feeling of it can also inform you of what things mean.
True. That's true. All right. We have Annette Hartford, wondering if her guides have any messages for her.
Well, again, I'm getting birds. I saw like the tail feathers of a turkey just sort of opening up, sort of like a peacock feathers do, but it was a turkey. So I looked in my cards, and the turkey is honor your own time of harvest, offer your gifts and blessings as a service to the greater good. So, let's Spirit, is there anything else specifically for Annette? Yeah, they're saying go easy on the self-criticism. Just stop that, and say thank you for all the gifts that you do have. And rather than finding fault, make lists of, focus on the things that you do well. And we all, so many of us devalue the things we can do well and just want the things that other people, the grass is always greener. But really be grateful for your own gifts. And then that's how you get them to expand and bring new things in.
I'm seeing a male figure behind you. I feel like it's your dad. I don't know if your dad's here or has passed, but I'm feeling a lot of fatherly love and energy towards you. I see a picture of him reading books to you when you were very small. And to remember that love and to remember the connection you had with him, it's some sort of message he's giving you. Value. You're very valuable. You were very valuable to me. Don't forget your value. And I feel like he's behind you, hugging you, like you would if you were a younger child. Very protective. So whatever you're doing, you're very protective, and you do have a lot of value. And if you need to find that feeling again, go back and remember the love you had with your dad, or just if you can go back and remember that love and bring it to your present time will help you.
Awesome. Thank you, Annette. All right, our final question for the evening is from Wildflower Wind. And I pulled, you might want to use your pendulum, I don't know. I pulled my yes, no cards. First card I pulled up said doubtful. This one says, Spirit says no. I don't know if Terry gets the same thing or not, but I have here a clarifier, which is the month of October.
Wow.
And it says here, breaking free from fear and hesitation may cost you be bold. So he's got to be bolder with his job search, it looks like. Maybe looking into something that he may want but doesn't really want. I don't know. And maybe he's kind of on the fence about it. So I'm seeing here that whatever it is, he could bring that to himself by October, but he's got to be more bold in his approach to it. That's what I see.
So right away, I got, of course, he eventually will get a job.
Right. Yeah.
So I just then was looking to clarify that just a little bit, because eventually is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Allie. I feel like that he does need to be a little bit more bold, but I feel like that he needs a class. I don't think a formal
An assertion class, maybe?
Sort of,
Yeah, like an assertion?
Online class or something that he needs that is going to help buoy him up. He already has skills. He's already very employable, but it'll be something that will help him. That helps him put the pieces together. That there's some pieces that he has to put together first. And it will allow him then to be more bold, will allow him to see his value a little more clearly. And I also feel like I'm seeing that our economy will clear up just a tiny bit more as well, because I know people keep saying, oh, everybody's trying to hire. But if you really take a close look at it, not quite.
Not quite.
They want to hire you if you'll do everybody's job all the same time.
That's right.
Won't do now. And so I think that there's a little something here that he needs to put the pieces together for him. And then he will get his job. And that October time feels good to me.
So here's my problem. When I was, for 21 years I've taught, or actually longer than that, 23 I think it is. Anytime there was a full-time position, I would apply, but I was not assertive. I didn't say, oh, I'm wonderful and I can do this. Oh, I'm just fabulous. And everybody else did that about themselves. I never got the full-time job. It worked out for me because my personality is based on the Buddhist model, and I don't like ego. So I was not able to be that way. But it's okay because I made it through. But sometimes in business, especially, you have to be that go-getter or look like it anyway. I don't know. Maybe he is doing all that work. But, I think that Terry's right. Maybe just a little bit of help with an assertion. Like it doesn't have to be aggressive. If you can be assertive, there's a difference.
I'm hearing seek advice from elders.
That was good.
I think he needs tools and help to present himself, to how to do it. How do you do it? But I would seek advice from elders. If he wants to get a job in a garage, I'd go talk to people in a garage. If he wants to if he wants to work in the stock market, go ask people, ask questions, seek advice from elders.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wonderful time here today with all of you. Wonderful group of people. Nice panel. Thank you so much, panel, for being here as you always are. and so much fun together. Thank you. And thanks everybody for the questions.
Yes.
We shall see you next week. But in the
Big love,
meantime,
everybody.
stay cool. Stay cool.
Big love.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.